Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Now, today, what it's going to be is how to build a vault. Now, all the necessary items are in my inventory right now, and also you're going to need to stash some of your loot, too. So, the first thing you want to do is clear out a relatively large space underground. So maybe like this deep? Like too deep for security, and then you can start working on the next part. I probably should have done this in advance, but it's okay. So, I'm working on currently the bottom half, where it's just like, you're gonna need some grass later on. So this is gonna be the part where we build the alarm system, if the combination is incorrect. And I've built, like, basically infinite level so hard that, like, nobody ever tries to get in combination blocks. So the first thing is to line a wall with some obsidian. This is going to be the foundation of your safe. And then fill it in with obsidian. But just go one block down and do it that time. When it comes to storing your valuables, safety is no joke. So that's why I designed it to be extra special for you guys. Because you guys want to keep out intruders, but I usually, when I build my combination locks, I hate them and I just break the wall, or I just always leave the door open. So, let's go ahead and don't ask why there's an ender dragon thing. That's because I summoned one. And please write some ideas for videos in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. So, this is the part where you gotta be super careful. You gotta go over the bedrock and place a layer of blocks. And that prevents anybody from breaking through the bottom. And now, we just gotta line up the top. So now we have a big square dish made out of dirt. Go ahead and mine that in. This is going to be in the interior. This is going to be where all your valuables are stored. Safely underground. I'm almost there. So then work on your roof. In this case, you need the edges, because that just slows down your invader by one little bit if he wants to break in to the side. Now, this may be pretty expensive for y'all, but I mean, it may be wise to start an obsidian farm that mixes lava and water together to make. So when you're done, you should have this 3-block high pit, and then put walls on. Now, you should probably build. There's 2 options. You can build a night vision potion equipping station, or you can add in regular lights, which don't do very well. You can use command block lighting. There's a lot of ways. So, I think we're just gonna go with the classic approach. Toss glowstone into each corner, like that. So that it's well lighted, but well protected. Now, if you're in creative mode, and you're playing on a world with a bunch of survival folk, then you probably want, and this is like you sometimes go into creative back into survival, like me. Well, I don't own a server yet. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, then I will. So you guys have to subscribe, and I'll make a server. Unless you guys don't want a server. Whatever. Sounds good by me. So, finally, what you gotta do is build the redstone circuit. That's the on and off redstone. Now, you could build this as a flush piston door, but I mean, who likes those? Well, actually, they're actually really useful. So the first thing you want to do is build one pad of blocks, one row up like that. Mine those blocks, and then place a set of blocks behind it, exactly 1 block. Alright, so now this is it isn't the prettiest way. Now this is called the AND gate lock, as you may know. So I'm just gonna put in some torches like that, and then there. We mine that one, so there's more of a possibility of it being wrong. Now, this doesn't have to be the most complicated circuit in the world, but I mean, depends on what your valuables are. Because if you're like, I mean, there are some folks who have valuables that are, quote, important, and all it is like some dirt. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I just lock that up. Then I just gotta spam levers. And then this lever is gonna travel down. Then we're going to send this current out to the flush piston door. So that the way we're going to do that is by going down, taking it, moving it in a block, moving it over, alright? Then we take it and it goes, it's actually a lot more practical, well, in fact, to go ahead and just do a little bit of this action, and then the tiniest bit of this action. Anyway, so now what we gotta do is a little bit of this. Alright. So this is a very complicated circuit. It's just running AND gates. It's very complicated, as you can see clearly. So this circuit is super important. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to run this down into part of ours, and we're going to use a fancy trick called a redstone cutting, or at least that's what I call it. It's a way to transport redstone dust like this. Yeah, but it's not working today, apparently. So, in that case, we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. And if you wonder what the old-fashioned way is, it's like this. Make a stair set. Okay. So now we gotta go off like a block or two. Now we need to plug it into the redstone. So what the redstone is gonna be is very complicated. Just kidding, it's actually really simple. But I like to say it's complicated because it sounds very sophisticated. So that's where the iron blocks came in. And also we're sheathing the room. If you don't know what sheathing is, it's like covering, shielding in iron. So when this is on, we have to add the correct circuit to fix that circuit. So that means it's retracted, and when it's not retracted, it's like, how many redstone torches? It's a lot of torch circuits. Well, that's why we need it like that. So when the combination is incorrect, the pistons don't extend like they should when we do reach the situation that's necessary. Okay, so then we just toss in that, and then we just work on the circuit again. Okay, so then we gotta put in, we need a 2-tick break. Okay, 2-tick break. And then we hook it around like this. And then, and that creates the that creates the flush piston door that sheaths away everything that was needed that needs to be hidden. So then what we do is we just do a little basic action to cover it up. So anyway, once we get So now you gotta dock it like that. And the good news is that you can't really mine it, because then you have to go through an extended piston, and that's gonna be over stress. Even though they're actually really slow. They're actually really fast when you mine them. And I know that based on prior experience. And you gotta be careful that that doesn't happen. So, we go down and send our redstone technician. See if that works. Okay, now let's see if it goes away. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, yeah, when you're done with all this, when you're done with this part, the next step is, because I'm running out of time, so I'm going to teach you the rest now, and then I can finish later. So, you put these up like that, and then where there aren't, you just still... Oh, right, I forgot to tell you guys, where there isn't a piece of redstone, this is why it's called the AND gate, because it connects, like an AND gate would. But, it's not an AND gate, it's a lock. So, I'm pretty impressed with how it's coming out so far. And, yeah, you just box up all that, so that no attacker could, like break a piece of redstone that was vital, and ruin the whole circuit. So yeah, and now all you gotta do is kind of sheath everything away, all the weak stuff away. So if we get the combination right, hey, after we add levers, because we need the levers to see and guess the combination. Okay, so I think it's going to be... In fact, I'll just go ahead and break off the panel to see. Okay, that's a torch. That's a torch. Okay, that's good news. I mean, you could also use this to trick your friends into, like, maybe you could break part of the redstone. It would just be bad news for them. Maybe hook it up to a TNT dropper. Something fun like that. Yeah, so you can't mine directly underneath, which is kind of handy. You won't directly fall in, so you gotta kind of mine over like this far, and then you'll fall in. I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds of good items that you may want to put in. Alright, gold, iron, emerald, diamond, for sure. Sure. Yes. Glowstone, lodestone, and you may not always think of it, but there's actually 2 more. Respawn anchors, and alright, I think y'all will never guess. Beacons are always a yeah. But the one that's the most special, End Crystal. How are you going to get it without defeating the Wither? You need to defeat the Wither in order to get an End Crystal. But I would recommend putting it in its own explosive-proof pod, because, ooh, I forgot. We need a way out. Oh, that's right, I mined my way out, so that's what I'll do. So, anyway, you can also put in sometimes a dummy lever, like I did, and that'll help you play a crucial part in the invasion, because those levers do nothing. So, yeah, for an alarm, all you gotta do is a little simple redstone. Just hook it up to a command block, a single command block, and type in /say, hey, an invader has come. Because then, if an invader gets... It's crazy. I think you need to do a lot of redstone. When you get it right, you should hook it up to a password is correct. So, yeah, guys. Remember, my name is Minecraft Tinker. When you like and subscribe to my channel, it helps me make an explosion of videos. Now this is all for today, and I'm out.